Hello dear students, welcome to the class. Today we are going to discuss about second chapter in geography, Indian physiography. We learn about the following in this chapter: general features of the landforms of India, physiographic divisions of India, and important features and the physical divisions of India. Then let's start. India is a vast country and it has a variety of landforms. They include mountain, plateaus, plains, valleys, and coastal plains. These have influence on the river system, climate, natural vegetation, land use, agriculture, transport, and distribution of population, etc. Physiographic divisions of India. On the basis of physiography, India can be divided into four major divisions. They are the northern mountains, the northern Great Plains, the peninsular plateau, and the coastal plains and islands. Then discuss one by one. The northern mountains. The northern mountains of the Himalayas, which are a group of young fold mountains. They are called young fold mountains because of they formed recently. These are the highest mountain ranges in the world. They have highest peaks, deep valleys, and gorges, glaciers, and mountain passes, etc. In India, the northern mountains extend from the Indus Gorge in the west to the Brahmaputra Gorge in the east for 2,400 kilometers. The width varies from 240 to 320 kilometers. They covered an area of 5 lakh kilometers square. The Himalayas consist of three parallel ranges. They are Greater Himalayas, also called Himadri, Lesser Himalayas, also known as Himachal, and Shivalik Hills, which are also known as Outer Himalayas. So discuss one by one. The Greater Himalayas. These are the innermost, continuous, and highest mountain ranges. The average height of the range is 6,100 meters. These ranges have many highest peaks. Of these, Mount Everest is the highest peak in the world. These mountain ranges are covered with snow throughout the year. Hence, they are called as Himadri. They are the home of many glaciers such as Yamunotri and Gangotri. The mountain lying to the northwest of the Himadri are called Trans-Himalayas. These Trans-Himalayas comprise of Karakoram range, where the highest peak of India, K2 or Mount Godwin Austen, is located. The Lesser Himalayas. These are located to the south of the Greater Himalayas. These are also known as Himachal. These are 60 to 80 kilometers wide and 1,500 to 4,500 meters high. These mountain ranges contain many valleys such as Kashmir Valleys, Kangra Valley, Kulu Valley, etc. and also noted for hill stations such as Shimla, Ranikhet, Mussoorie, Nainital and Darjeeling. Shivalik Hills. These are the outermost or foothills of Himalayas. These are also known as Outer Himalayas. Height is 600 to 1500 meters and width varying from 15 to 150 km. These mountain ranges have flat bottom structured valleys which are known as dunes. For example, Dehradun. Importance of the Northern Mountains. Himalayas act as natural frontier. They prevent foreign invasions and cold winds from Central Asia. They obstruct rain-bearing clouds and causes heavy rainfall. Their slopes have thick forests and ideal for plantation crops. They are a storehouse of minerals and they are the birthplace of many rivers and waterfalls which are used to generate hydroelectric power. The second physiographic division of India is the Northern Great Plains. The Northern Great Plains. It lies between the Himalayas and the Peninsular Plateau. It formed by the depositional work of three river systems, namely the Sutlej, the Ganga and the Brahmaputra. It is the largest alluvial tract in the world. Length from east to west is 2500 kilometers and average width is from 240 to 340 kilometers. It covered an area of about 7 lakh square kilometer. Then, the importance of the Northern Great Plains. These Great Plains are suitable for irrigation and agriculture. Its level land supports a network of transport and communication. These Great Plains are useful for industrialization and urbanization, and they are useful for trade and commerce. A number of pilgrim centers located here. Remaining two physical divisions of India we'll discuss in the next class. Until then, keep watching my channel and subscribe the channel. Press the bell icon for notification. Thank you.